everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to a new video. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe and check out my other fall recipes. I will leave the playlist in the description box. And in today's video, we're making some super yummy fall breakfast, and we're starting off with pumpkin pancakes. So I'm starting off with some pumpkin, which is going to decrease your blood pressure and actually help keep us fuller for longer. It's also high in vitamin C and beta carotene. Some almond flour, and you can substitute this for a different flour, but I like making the paleo version of this, and the almond flour adds a lot of vitamin E and some healthy fats along with it. And then I'm going to be adding in an egg. You can also use a flax egg or a chia egg here, but I like using a normal one, so you're going to need 2 of those. And then I'm adding in a splash of vanilla for a little bit of flavor, as well as some maple syrup. Some baking powder, which is going to help them be a little bit more fluffy, and then you're just going to mix that all together into the bowl until you get like one batter that's all combined. You want to make sure you don't have any chunks of flour or anything like that. Then I cooked them on the stove top and added some banana on the top, which is rich in potassium. And the potassium helps decrease your blood pressure and decrease your risk of heart disease. And plus, they look and they smell amazing. They're totally festive for fall, but they're grain-free because they're paleo, and you get that healthy dose of pumpkin. Next up, we're making this apple porridge, which you can actually eat hot or cold. So I'm starting off by chopping up an apple, which is high in antioxidants, and it's also going to decrease your risk of diabetes and hypertension. And I'm chopping them up in fairly small pieces because we're going to be adding that into our pot along with some almond milk. And if they're too big, they're not going to cook as long. And then I'm going to be adding in some ground flax, which is high in omega-3s and fiber, as well as some chia seeds, which are a great healthy fat, are going to help keep us full and also gives you a dose of calcium. I'm heating that on the stove top for about 3 to 5 minutes until it kind of gets a thick porridge-like consistency. And you can eat this hot, or you can just put this in the fridge and eat it the next morning cold. I love it. And the apples get really nice and soft, but they don't get like too mushy. But if you want them more mushy, you can just cook it for longer. And then I top that with some more sliced apple and some slivered almonds, and also some bee pollen to give us a little bit of amino acids and some energy for the day, as well as some cinnamon to complement the apple and also regulate our blood sugar. And that is the healthy apple porridge. It's so yummy, it's perfect for fall, and so easy to make as well. And lastly, we're making some carrot cookies, which are great for on the go or if you're in a rush in the morning. So I'm starting off with some almond butter, which is rich in vitamin E, lots of great healthy fats, and it's also lower in glycemic index than peanut butter. Some mashed up bananas, but you can also use applesauce. 1 egg, again, you can also use a flax egg or a chia egg, as well as some coconut oil, which has great MCTs and fats in it. Some vanilla for a little bit of flavor, and then we are going to stir up all of our ingredients until you kind of get like a more thicker paste. And these I love because they don't have any kind of grains in them. We're only going to be adding in some almond flour, which again is high in vitamin E and gives it a dose of protein. But if you prefer to use grain flours, you can totally do that as well. A little bit of coconut flour, and if you're going to be using grain flours, you can just omit this because the coconut flour is really absorptive. And then you're going to add in some cinnamon as well as some carrot. And I love using the shredded carrot because I like the bigger chunks of carrot. But if you want the smaller ones, you can also do that as well. And then I'm adding in some pecans, which help to decrease the bad cholesterol in your body and also give us a dose of healthy fats. So then I put those on a greased baking sheet, and we're going to be baking those off in the oven. And then when they're done, you have these really festive carrot cake cookies loaded with healthy fats and make a great on-the-go breakfast. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe and make sure you stay tuned for lots more fall videos, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.